Gold dust is the topic for today. Gold dust is the manifest presence of God. At some churches, people have been experiencing gold dust that will appear on their hands and clothing during times of worship. This is something that God can do. We're going to start by reading Haggai 2:8. It reads, "The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, declares the Lord Almighty." What this means is God is not poor. God can create the supplies needed to bring upon His sovereign will. Next, we will be reading 21 through 22. It reads, "Solomon covered the inside of the temple with pure gold, and he extended gold chains across the front of the inner sanctuary, which was overlaid with gold. So he overlaid the whole interior with gold. He also overlaid with gold the altar that belonged to the inner sanctuary." Next, we will be reading 1 Corinthians 3:16. "Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple, and that God's Spirit dwells in your midst? We are the new temples covered in gold. We are physical temples. We cannot be destroyed as the physical temple that Solomon built. And because we have the same Spirit that rose Christ from the dead, we need to go out and not sit down, but spread the gospel throughout the world, because we have the Holy Spirit in us." The next verse we will be reading is 1 Peter 1 through 7. "These trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests the purifies gold. Through your faith is far more precious than mere gold. So when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day when Jesus Christ is revealed to the whole world." In the early church, the first 2 centuries, over 6 million Christians had been put to death. The church grew with the shedding of the blood of the martyrs. Early Christians, because of the persecution, fled their towns to move to new towns, spreading the gospel with them. It is very easy to have joy in the times of prosperity, but in the times of trial, your faith is being purified, and this precious faith is more valuable than gold because it has an eternal property. Gold we have here on earth, we cannot take with us. When you pass away, all the gold you have stored will go to your relatives or will go to the state, but it will not go to heaven with you. But the faith you have will go to heaven with you, and it has an eternal reward. And that reward is given that Jesus Christ will be praised and glorified and honored through your actions, through your obedience. And that is something that we are called to do as Christians. When we accept Christ into our heart, the Holy Spirit comes in. He comes in and dwells inside of us, creating a foundation and creating a seat where He can view our lives, and with the knowledge that our bodies are the temple, one must consider how they treat their bodies. If you're out doing drugs, drinking, getting drunk, or sharing your body with fornication, that is not a testimony to the Holy Spirit's power that lives within you. When you treat your spouse abusively by your words and actions, then you are not truly giving honor to the Holy Spirit that is within them. When you are part of this knowledge that the Holy Spirit dwells within you, and that through your trials you will become stronger in your faith, in the Bible it states to count your trials as joy. Have a great day. Abide in Him, and He will abide in you. Go out and bear much fruit. Thank you for listening. Subscribe and like. Now, 1 Peter 1 through 7